guys, and welcome to another new series on my channel. This is going to be a fall lookbook, and I know I asked you guys in a previous video if this would be something that you would be interested in. At first I thought I was going to do like a 5 lookbook kind of video, but then I was like, you know what, 5 looks is kind of a lot for me to put into a video considering that I'm doing a lot of 3 looks 1 palette. I'm pretty much doing daily uploads, and so if I were to have to put 5 different looks into one video, like that would be quite a lot of work. And I thought maybe it would be better to do like an interactive series where I could kind of talk to you guys in the comments. You could leave comments down below what kind of looks you want to see, then I can try to recreate what it is that you actually want me to do. And so today is going to be the first look of this series, and this is also going to be a place for me to be able to play with my own makeup, not be restricted to like a certain palette. I can kind of pull from everything that I want, and please don't feel forced to have to use the same products that I'm using. You can look into your collection and kind of pick and choose something that is similar if you want to recreate any of these looks. So I think for today's look, I have 3 palettes that I want to use, and I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but not exactly how I'm going to execute it. So definitely want to be working with the Subculture palette because that is a fall staple for me. I'm also going to be using my Certifeye Destiny palette, which looks like this. I've already done a couple of videos for this, and I really like this palette. And another palette that I've kind of forgotten about or just not used enough is this Alamar Cosmetics palette that we got in BoxyCharm. And it's absolutely stunning. It's got a lot of really nice shades in it that kind of reminds me of fall. So those are the palettes that I think we'll be working with today. I may or may not pull in like glitter and stuff like that, but we'll see what happens when the look comes along. So yeah, let me know down below what kind of looks that you want to see in this series, and I will take everything into consideration and, you know, come up with whatever looks it is that you guys think that you want to see. So I'm gonna start off by priming my eyes as usual with my MAC paint pot. This is in the shade Soft Ochre. So I think what I want to do is I want to make this a weekly thing. So I'll probably be doing like weekly fall looks up until December maybe. So even though like Christmas looks might be kind of similar to like fall looks and stuff, I still want to, I think, separate the two just because I like Christmas so much. So I'm gonna go in and just set this with a nude colored eyeshadow before I begin, because I definitely know that Subculture don't need any help with pigmentation or to stick onto my lid. So I think for today's look, I want to do a halo eye, but I want to kind of put a spin on it. So what I want to do is, I want to use different colors on my outer corner and my inner corner, but I still want the depth to be the same, and I want there to be a lighter halo in the middle of my eyes. So I think I want to do like cranberry tones on one side and then like dark greens on the other. I think that would look kind of cool. So obviously the Subculture is going to be perfect for this. I won't be using all the shades in this palette, so I'll probably start off by dipping into this beautiful Remedy color in the Destiny palette, and I'm gonna put that in my crease in the inner parts of my eye. And I'm using my Morphe M506 brush. So I'm just gonna start placing this on half of my eye in my crease and into my inner corner. And I'm gonna pull it up kind of high because this is just the transition shade. And also while I'm here using this shade, I'm just going to pull it down onto my lower lash line in the inner corner as well. Next, from the same palette, I'm going to dip into Moss, which is just beautiful green army shade. I really love this shade. And I'm going to start off by doing the same thing on the outside of my eye here. So talk to me, guys, what is your favorite part about fall? For me, it's definitely just like wearing cozy sweaters and just like burning candles. I've already talked about this in a different video, but like it just makes me so happy when it's cold out and I get to be all cozy inside, and like, I don't know, I also start craving more like fall appropriate foods. Like we made a chili the other day and it was so freaking good. And like sometimes it just like really hits the spot when fall comes around. Even if it's not super cold out yet, it's just like, there's something about that fall feeling that I just really, really enjoy. You see how beautifully that shade just blended out? I'm still just using that same Morphe brush. And I'm making sure to not really blend over these colors too much. When I get to the middle, I just kind of swipe it over a little bit. I don't really go back and forth a lot because I don't want them to muddy up. I want them to stay kind of separated and not really blend into each other. And I'm also going to take this shade down on my lower lash line. So I'm going to start by deepening up the corners now, and I think I'm going to dip into my Subculture palette, and I guess I'll do the green side first. And for that I'll be using Axis, which is this beautiful dark green shade. I really love this shade. Making sure to tap off my brush because this is a very powdery shade and it's also very pigmented. So I'm going to start by putting this on the outer corner of my eye. And when I place this down, I'm going to start pulling it in towards the middle of it. Now I'm just going to go back and forth and kind of intensify this color to where I'm happy with how it is looking. I'm just dipping back into that lighter green shade, and I'm going to use this to just buff out the edges and make sure that everything is blended before I go in with the darker purple shade. And I think I'm first going to dip into my Alamar palette, and I'm going to use this darker red shade called Guantamarera. Don't even try to get me started on trying to pronounce words, especially in Spanish, because I have no idea. I don't even know if it is Spanish. But I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to just start by putting this into my inner corner and a little bit up into my crease, because I want to tone down this pink. It's a little more pink than I wanted it to be, and I want it to be more of like a mauve-y, but still pink, but just darker. So I'm mostly going over where I already put down this shade, just to tone down the intensity of that a little bit. Yeah, I like how this is looking a lot better. Next I'm going to go back to Subculture, and I'm going to dip into Rowdy, which is this very, very dark brownish shade, but it still has a little bit of warmth to it. And I'm going to use this to really deepen up the inner corner here and making sure it's just as deep as what the green is on that side. Still using that same pencil brush. And you also don't have to pull this into your inner corner if you don't want to, but I kind of like to have both of the sides just as dark when I'm doing a halo eye. I'm going back in with that Alamar shade on my fluffy brush, and I'm going to just run this right over everything here just to make sure that it is blended. And for my lid, I'm going to use this absolutely stunning shade. It is called El Malacan, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to spray my brush and then just plop it right in the middle of my lid. So just look at this. Isn't it so pretty? So pretty. I need to use this shade more because it is, oh, it's so pretty. If you wanted to, you could have gone in and cut the crease for this, but I don't know. I like the look of halo eyes that are a bit more, not sloppy, but not as clean. And they're also easier to do, so. Next, I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of those darkest shades and just kind of blend them over where I put down the shimmer. I'm also going to just dip into that first green shade that I put down and just run that over top here. And everywhere else that needs to be blended a little bit extra. In my waterline, I'm going to use Teaspoon from Colourpop. This is just a green eyeliner. I'm going to go off camera and finish up my eyes, and then we can figure out what lipstick to put on. So I like how this is looking so far. It's pretty dramatic, but I like the color combination a lot, and I think that the lipstick that I have that I think is going to go well with this is this one from Maybelline, and I feel like it matches like my inner corner pretty spot on. This is in the shade 80 Ruler. And so I'm gonna put that on real quick. And it's a little bit lighter than I expected. I'm not sure if I'm loving this. I think I'm going to take this off and find something else because I feel like it's a bit too light. So let's try this one from Stila. It's in the shade Aria. I feel like this one might be a bit too light too. That's really pretty. Well, I definitely should have shaken this up before because it is bleeding. Okay, so here is the final look on look number 1 in this lookbook. Let me know down below what kind of looks you want to see me do next. Maybe it could be different kind of techniques, different color combinations, different kind of products that you want to see me use. Just type it down below, you know how to do it. So thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing and I will see you in my next one. Bye!